You're a duck, and it's your life, and you want to go adventuring, and you ask your mum, please, and she still says no. So what do? You go anyway. This is your story. Fight, race, Chacoom, duck life. My name's Kanan, and welcome back to the home of Switch Gaming. Now, I thought this game was a kids game, but boy was I wrong. A little internet search and a little YouTube watching, and it turns out that not only is this a mobile game and also is out on Steam, but this is kind of like aimed at adults, or at least adults seem to be the most players that I've seen playing it everywhere that I look. And so after designing your little duck, hair, colour, kind of squinty eyes, you embark on your adventure at last. So generally to the top right you have your map, and this is actually a fair size map. I'm not going to spoil everything either, so this is just what you need to work out whether you want this game. You have a menu system to the top left, and yes, all this is explained as you're going along in great detail, or at least a little bit of detail. And it all gives off kind of a strange little Pokemon vibe, with all these little shops that you can go into to, build up, get haircuts and buy things and all sorts of different things, and dojos that you can go into to put your stats up by playing nice little mini games. And as for the little mini games, there are many, quite a few of them that you can perform to put up your stats for fighting and racing, like your endurance and things like that. And they're all handled in kind of a basic way, but I don't know, they seem to have been able to get a kind of charm to them as well. Kind of, you don't mind playing them because they're basic. They're actually enjoyable, weirdly enough. I mean, look at them. And then there's the coins, which are strewn out here and there around the actual places, and gather them from other different ways. And yeah, life is great with coins, trust me, in this game. For with them coins you can customize everything, your hats and your look and all sorts of different things. You can even do weapons, which is, a really cool thing in a duck world, I suppose. You can even buy costumes that pull up your stats, which is pretty cool. This truly is an RPG of epicness. Train to be the best, and you will be the best. In fact, beating the best involves you gaining monies to do what I've just said. You can gain money everywhere in this game, really. And there's even quests. Yes, well, what adventure wouldn't be an adventure RPG if you didn't have quests? Well, these are many different quests, and when I say many, I mean 25 in total, which is still quite a few quests, especially when you've got everything else as well. And in their truly Pokemon-ish way, you have to find all the different tournaments and best their champions at what they do best, battling and racing. And battles are fought between you and another duck in a almost reminiscent of the Pokemon tournament ways of battling, only you're not controlling the duck by controlling your character, you're actually controlling the duck, your character. Does that make sense? And the races are done much the same as the fighting you against others, but it's kind of like comes down to your energy bar, and you can eat things to keep that energy up, or your stamina rather, and basically use that to try and get ahead of the other characters. And that's where all the training comes in. The same with the battle, it's you have an energy, and then you have like this other bar that you can use for other effects, and then you can eat things, and it's pretty basic things, but then again, so Pokemon, and this does actually work. In fact, it all works. It's quite a joyful little game. It's weird, but it's quite joyful. As I said before, I don't want to get too much into spoilers. I don't want to ruin the game because there's some nice little touches here and there within the actual game. And I think games like this, especially like this, because it's got a funny side to it and there's jokes all over it, I think it's better to be appreciated by actually playing it, and you should, rather than me telling you everything, every little detail. So when you play it, it's like, I already knew all that. The graphics are, well, nothing but interesting. They're certainly bright, but they're also fun, light-hearted. Again, it's kind of nice, just joyful. Again, the sound is good, okay, sort of. I wasn't a big fan of the sounds, but you know, it is what it is. It goes along with the rest of the game. It's, again, that joyful word. Let us all say joyful. Now, I rate games out of 5, and I'm afraid I'm only going to have to rate this Duck Life Adventure a 4 out of 5. Now, this game threw me, and I mean threw me through a wall with surprise. I was not expecting this kind of level of depth, but not. It's really weird, I'm telling you. You have to play this. $5.99 is not really that much. £6 for a game that will make you laugh, kind of make you think, have an open-ish world with kind of, if you like Pokemon, you'll probably like this. And so are you going to pick it up, or are you going to let it flutter away, or, you know, let me know down in the comments. Did you enjoy it? Have you tried the mobile game? It's kind of similar to the mobile game. I only played the mobile game a bit though. And yeah, hit that like and subscribe button. I know you want to. And yeah, do consider subscribing. You really do help the channel. And I can bring you more games like this. I don't get codes usually. I pay for mostly all my games. So hitting that like and that especially subscribe button really does me a great favour. And remember, life is always better when we all switch together.